Good morning, everyone. This video is for my class 12th A students. So, my dear students of account, let's start this new chapter, which is basis of accounting. Okay, basis of accounting means basically when we are doing accounting, when we are doing accountancy, or when we are writing off the transaction, there are two methods, two bases, which are cash basis and accrual basis of accounting. The main objective of accounting is to ascertain the profit or loss of the business enterprises at the end of the accounting year. But for the accounting treatment, we can follow two bases. First of all is cash basis, and the other one is accrual basis. So today we will discuss cash basis first. So under this basis, incomes are not recorded unless they are received in cash. It means if any transaction is directly related to the cash, at that time we will write it, or if the transaction is not related with cash, it means if I have to receive a fee from a person and it's due but it's still not being received, we will not write that. We will not write that. Okay. So this was the basis of accounting, in which we will only write those profit or those incomes or those expenses or those losses which is directly related to cash. Okay. Now advantages of it. This basis is simple, realistic, and satisfies the conservative intents of many people. Okay. First of all, it is very easy. Okay. It does not require use of estimate and personal judgment, and it is suitable for the enterprises where most of the transactions are in cash. There are few disadvantages of it. First disadvantage is that it does not give us the fair financial position. First of all, it does not give us the fair financial position. It means if any transaction is due, we will not write that, but that transaction belongs to the following year. So it will not give us the correct situation. Other, it does not follow matching principle of accounting. Okay. For example, acquisition of fixed asset will have to be treated as expense of the period in which payment is made, instead of the period in which benefits are derived from them. Okay. There are few loopholes of this method. Okay. So after this, the next method is accrual basis of accounting. The next method is accrual basis of accounting. Okay. Under this method, incomes are recorded when they are earned or accrued, uh, irrespective of fact whether cash is received or not. It means if we had sold a goods on credit basis, if we have sold the goods on credit basis, it will be written in this method. But in the previous method, it will not be received. It will not be written because the goods was sold on credit basis. Vice versa, if we are purchasing something on credit basis, we will write it. We will write it in this method. This method is more relevant, and in the present scenario, most of the enterprises use this method, accrual basis of accounting. There are many advantages of this. It discloses true profit and loss. It will show you the true condition, true financial statement of the company. Okay. It follows the matching principle of the accounting, and there is consistency in the computation of profit of different year in accrual basis. Okay. Because we distinguish the capital and revenue expenditure here. Okay. Last, it is recognized by Companies Act 2013. Companies Act 2013 gives us permission for this. Disadvantages, there are few disadvantages. It is not as simple. Okay, it is not as simple as that, and it requires the use of estimate and principal judgment. Here we have to adapt some personal judgment. So these are the disadvantages of this. Okay. So in the next video we will discuss the chapter further, and we will tell you the differences between cash basis and accrual accounting. So this chapter is completely on the theory basis. So start learning this chapter. If you have any doubt, any queries, you can ask me. Till then, bye bye students.